Welcome to the Winnebago County Boardroom. Today is Thursday, April 24th, 2025. Before we start the invocation and pledge allegiance, I want to make an announcement this evening. It is with deep sadness that we acknowledge the passing of former Winnebago County Board member and Harlem Township Supervisor Gary Jury. Gary served as a member of the Winnebago County Board for 14 years. During this time, he chaired and served on several key committees, including the Forest Preserve, Operations and Administration, Finance, Economic Development, and Public Works. He was deeply committed to strengthening our county operation and preserving our natural resources, while also helping to guide the county's fiscal health and economic growth. In addition to his county board service, Gary continued his public service as a supervisor of Harlem Township, where he remained a steady and dedicated leader. Gary was also a proud veteran, having served honorably in the United States Army, a reflection of his lifelong commitment to service in every form. His legacy of leadership, service, and civic responsibility will be remembered by all who had the privilege to work alongside him. We extend our heartfelt prayers and condolences to Gary's family, friends, and all who mourn his passing. At this time, I ask we stand for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. So now we're going to have our invocation and pledge allegiance by Board Member Paul Arena. Please stand again.
Lord, we're gathered here today to serve the people of Winnebago County. Guide us in our work so that we act with compassion for those who we serve. We pray tonight for Pope Francis and the Catholic community who grieves his death, and for Gary Jury, his wife Mary Jo, and their family. We ask that you watch over the first responders and all those who serve the people of Winnebago County with us. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Arena. Mr. Thompson, are there any agenda announcements this evening?
Just one, Mr. Chairman. We have two additional speakers that weren't on the agenda, but they have signed up to speak, Bobby Holsworth and Mr. Greg Jury. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Clerk Hummel, can you please call the roll?
Thank you, Chairman. We will start with Mr. Sweeney. Here. Mr. Tassoni.
Present.
Mr. Michael Thompson.
You're present.
Mr. Ray Thompson. Present. Ms. Valdez.
Here.
Mr. Webster.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Webster. Mr. Arena. Here. Mr. Booker. Present. Mr. Butita. Here. Ms. Fellers. Mrs. Gorel. Present. Ms. Hansard. Here. Mr. Hoffman. Present. Mr. Lindmark. Present. Mr. McCarthy. Present. Mr. McDonald. Present. Mr. Neighbors. Here. Mr. Penny. Here. Mr. Salgado. Present. Mr. Scroll. Chairman, that's 18 board members present, 2 board members absent.
Ms. Fellers is joining us.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Clerk Hummel. Next, we have awards, presentations, public hearings, and public participation. We have 4 speakers this evening. First, I'm going to read a statement pertaining to the public participation. So comments shall be limited to 3 minutes. Speakers may not address zoning matters which are pending before the ZBA, zoning committee, or the county board. Personal matters or pending or threatened litigation may not be addressed in open session. An individual may speak a maximum of 3 times per calendar year on the same topic. This prohibition shall include the repetition of the same topic in a statement on what is purported to be a different topic. Personal attacks or inappropriate language of any sort will not be tolerated. Our first speaker this evening is Beth Osmond. If you want to come forward, Beth.
Good evening. Thank you for the
Good
opportunity
evening.
to address the county board. My name is Beth Osmond, and I'm here representing the Youth Service Bureau of Illinois Valley. YSB is a nonprofit child welfare organization that serves 20 counties in northern Illinois, including Winnebago from our office here on State Street in Rockford. We have many programs that serve children, youths, and their families, but our biggest is foster care. As a private partner of the Department of DCFS, we have around 600 children in foster care at any given time. We recruit, license, and supervise homes for the children in our care. I wanted to come tonight to make you aware of our organization and some opportunities that you, as the county board and community members, can help us. We're currently seeking board members for our nonprofit board. We meet every other month. We meet both in person and virtually. So we do have some members from our northern region that Zoom in every time, and it works out very nicely. We need guidance of the community to help make sure that we are meeting our goals and serving the children and families in the best way possible. If you're interested or know someone who might be, you can reach out to our current board president, Ricky D, that's RICID, at ysbiv.org, and she'll be delighted to send you information about our application process. In addition, we're looking for foster families. We need homes for those children to go to, both longer term and particularly emergency homes. We need places for children to go for a short time while our workers have the opportunity to find suitable longer-term placements if that's what's in the child's best interest. To learn more about that, you can email our foster care at ysbiv.org, and our licensing workers will be happy to be in touch with you. And finally, I'd like to ask you to support us with your donations. Our Compassion and Action Fund collects private donations, and we use that money to make micro grants that are available for our caseworkers to apply for on behalf of clients. These monies will fund extras like after-school programs or sports programs, or it'll help a family who's in need of an emergency car repair or rental assistance. We've had a wide variety of programs funded through that. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Our next speaker is Mr. Tom Walsh. If you want to come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, board members, for allowing me to come before you this evening to speak in favor of the two resolutions being brought forward by the Public Works Committee concerning the proclamation that 2 blocks in the village of Durand will be designated Gold Star Memorial blocks in memory of veterans who lived on those blocks before they left for the service and then made the supreme sacrifice by giving their life for our country. I brought a couple of the signs. This first one is for Charles Long. He's in the 500 block of East South Street in Durand. He just always wanted to be a farmer, but he was killed in North Korea, and his remains were identified in 2006 and brought back to Durand. The other sign I brought is for Robert McMahon. Robert McMahon had 3 children, but he was a fighter pilot, and he died when he was attempting a landing on an aircraft carrier and the cable broke. But he according to what we've been told, he went through several training courses during his service with John Glenn. So who knows? We might have had an astronaut from Durand. I just wanted to let you know also that we're planning a simple ceremony on May 24th at 9 a.m. The chairman's office has agreed to come out for the unveiling of these signs, and everybody is welcome, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate what you're doing. Very nice. Next is Bobby Holsworth. If you want to come forward.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Bobby Holsworth. I'm here tonight representing Transform Rockford, and I want to share some thoughts about Winnebago County government. Last week, our community saw a bipartisan group of mayors from this county come together to express their frustration with how Winnebago County government is working. They also proposed a way to address those frustrations that is reasonable and that we support, to restore the chairman's, staff, and board's roles to where they were before the particular challenges of 8 years ago. I know some in this room probably do not accept the criticism that was voiced at last week's event, but the frustration of the mayors is very real and needs to be addressed. We can't let this linger. We must get to a condition where our local units of government are working well together and can confidently partner with residents, businesses, the state of Illinois, and our federal government. That is a big part of how we will win in this region, particularly in the areas of economic development, safety, justice, and infrastructure, where significant wins are rarely accomplished by going it alone. Please seize this opportunity to improve how Winnebago County government operates. In the process, make this county more responsive in moments of opportunity and moments of crisis, make it more accountable to residents and stakeholders, make it a better partner, and make it a leader in Northern Illinois. Thank you for your time and your consideration.
Thank you, Bobby. Next is Mayor Greg Jury.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you for the kind words for my cousin, Gary. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So I'm here tonight to speak to all of you directly after the region's mayors from Cherry Valley, Rockton, Roscoe, South Beloit, McChesney Park, Rockford, Winnebago, and Loves Park came together last week. I think it's remarkable that mayors from both political parties came together throughout the county, rallied around, and agreed to a very simple concept. Let the county chair we all voted for lead the county. When I say lead the county, I mean in the position of the authority the office had 10 years ago. I know I'm speaking to a bipartisan group of public servants who volunteer their time for part-time position of the county board. I want to thank you all for your service, for putting yourself out there to serve, and for spending many nights away from your loved ones. Joe Shirelli gives his entire day every day to this county and to making all of our cities across this county better. We have already put out a statement showing 4 areas that we and the residents that we represent expect the county to lead on. We all voted at the ballot box for the county chair. With that democratic vote comes an expectation that the chair is the top leader, not an individual board member that is from other 20 districts. After this last re-election, it is clear that Joe Shirelli has an overwhelming mandate to govern and lead. I appreciate the service of all 20 of you that you give to our county, but none of you stood up to run countywide. Only Joe did. In the future, if you'd like to be that much more significant in leadership, perhaps you should run countywide. Put yourself out there for true public scrutiny and approval. Until then, please support all of us and bring the chairman's office back to where it was 10 years ago. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, that concludes our public participation. We'll move on to the approval of minutes. May I entertain a motion to approve the March 27th, 2025 minutes and lay over the April 10th, 2025 minutes. Is there a motion? Motion by Mr. Booker, second by Mr. Penny. Any discussion on the approval or the layover of the minutes? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to the approval or the layover? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Next is the consent agenda, which includes the raffle report and the auditor's report. Entertain a motion. Mr. McCarthy, second by Mr. Penny and Ms. Gorel. Is there any discussion on the raffle report or the auditor's report? Very good. Are there any board members opposed to either the raffle report or the auditor's report? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Next are the appointments. Per county board rules, board chairman appointments shall lay over until the second board meeting after they are first introduced. Tonight, for the Four River Sanitation Authority, the annual compensation is $6,000. Placing up Mr. Brad Long, that is a new appointment to serve a 3-year term, replacing Mr. Elmer Jones, who is retiring, expiring April of 2028. Next is the new Milford Fire Protection District. The annual compensation is $1,000 per year. Placing up Mr. Doug Hayes, that is a new appointment to serve a remainder of a 3-year term, replacing Mr. Kurt Rogers, expiring May 2026. And next is Mr. Greg Tucker, that is a reappointment to serve a 3-year term, expiring May of 2028. Mr. Penny? No? I'm good? Okay. All right, next is reports of standing committees. We have the Finance Committee, Mr. Putita.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, we have a resolution awarding the court and case management software agreement to Avenue Insights and Analytics, and I move for suspension of the rules, please.
We have a motion by Mr. Putita to suspend the rules. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Arena. Are there any board members opposed to the suspension of rules this evening on this resolution? Hearing none, please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Putita.
I move for a motion to pass this resolution.
Moved by Mr. Putita to approve this resolution, a second by Mr. Penny. Is there any discussion on the resolution, Mr. Putita?
If we have Mr. Tom Lawson from the Circuit Clerk's Office in the audience, if anybody does have questions about this program, it's an initial award of $1.5 million to get that program started.
Very good. Is there any board member discussion? Mr. Salgado.
Point of clarification, it's a resolution. Do we need to lay this or suspend the rules on this one? For the ordinance, yes?
Yeah.
Did you lump them together?
There's going to be an ordinance that follows right after this,
Okay.
so we'll suspend the rules
Yeah.
on that one.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Salgado. Any questions regarding this resolution? Hearing none. Are there any board members opposed to the resolution? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Mr. Putita.
Okay, and then we'll follow that up with a ordinance for the approval of the budget amendment for Avenue contract for the court and case management software. And I'm sorry, this is, I should.
That's
be
this
suspending
motion to
rules.
suspend.
I jumped the gun on the earlier one.
So motion to suspend by Mr. Putita and second by Mr. Penny. Are there any opposition to the motion to suspend for this ordinance? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Putita.
And I so move for passage.
Moved by Mr. Putita and seconded by Mr. Penny. Mr. Salgado. Is there any discussion on the ordinance? Very good. Hearing none. Are there anybody in the audience? Questions for Mr. Lawson? Sure. He stood up. He stood up. He was ready. Okay. Any opposition to this ordinance? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Putita.
Thank you. Next, we have a resolution authorizing wage increases for non-bargaining unit employees of the county, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Butita, second by Mr. Sweeney. Mr. Salgado, is there any discussion, Mr. Butita?
We've done this annually. It's to increase the pay of non-bargaining unit employees by the CPIU, and not to exceed 3.5%.
Very good. Any board member discussion pertaining to this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Butita.
Okay, and lastly, we have a resolution authorizing a settlement of a claim against the County of Winnebago entitled Thomas Morrison versus Winnebago County, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Butita and second by Mr. Ray Thompson. Any discussion, Mr. Butita?
It's a workman comp claim in the amount of $51,856.
Very good. Board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Butita.
Our next Finance Committee will be May 15th.
May 15th is the next Finance Committee. Thank you.
That'll be it. Thank you.
All right, next up is Zoning Committee, Mr. Webster.
Thank you. Your zoning committee has just one item to be read in for a layover.
Gotcha.
Try that again. SU 0225 is a special use permit to allow a ground-mounted solar energy system. And this is in County Board District 2. And this comes to us with approval, unanimous approval from the Zoning Board of Appeals. So it's in record for the first reading.
To be laid over, correct.
And following that, Tuesday, May 13th, 2025 is the next meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. And then after that, Wednesday, May 21st, 2025 is the Zoning Committee. That's all we have. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Webster. Next is the Economic Development Committee, Mr. John Sweeney.
Good evening, everybody. The Economic Development Committee has two resolutions for your consideration tonight. The first is a resolution granting authority to the Winnebago County Board Chairman to execute the documents necessary to complete a loan for $100,000 from the revolving loan fund to Secondary Solutions, Inc., and I so move for its adoption.
Moved by Mr. Sweeney, second by Mr. Huffman. Is there any discussion, Mr. Sweeney?
Not for me, sir.
Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The second item is a resolution granting authority to the Winnebago County Board Chairman to execute the documents necessary to complete a loan for $50,000 from the revolving loan fund to Harvey Wallbangers LLC, and I so move for its adoption.
Moved by Mr. Sweeney, second by Ms. Hansard. Is there any discussion, Mr. Sweeney?
Not for me.
Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. Anything further?
Well, that does conclude the formal report, but I would like to turn the board's attention to the item under new business on our agenda as it relates to suspension of the rules regarding defining the host fee fund expenditures, which I don't need to go through the whole history of everything that happened there, but I just want it to be made very clear to the members of this board that voting yes on that item, 11A, is a retaliatory vote for what was done by this board during the BMO Harris funding. This board acted well within its discretion to make a righteous decision. It did so, and there's disagreement with that. I understand that, but that's what this is all about. And I want the board to know that I was asked to bring this into economic development and had conversations with some committee members about this and decided against bringing it into economic development, because why would we want to punish ourselves for a decision that we voted for unanimously? So that was a decision that we made as a committee that I exercised, but that's what 11A is all about, and I would hope that if you voted yes for the BMO Harris $2 million, that you vote no on that, and if you chair a committee, just out of principle, you vote no on that also. Thank you.
Mr. Sweeney. Next, Operation Administrative Committee, Mr. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Operations has got 4 items for this evening. The first is a resolution to approve the execution of a renewal agreement with Vision Service Plan for voluntary vision insurance, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. McDonald, second by Ms. Hansard. Is there any discussion, Mr. McDonald?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Mr. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next item is a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement with the Standard to provide basic life insurance and accidental death and dismemberment insurance, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. McDonald. We have a second by Mr. Ray Thompson. Any discussion, Mr. McDonald?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Mr. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our next item is a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement with the Standard for voluntary life insurance, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. McDonald. We have a second by Ms. Hansard. Any discussion, Mr. McDonald?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Mr. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our next item is under unfinished business. It was read in April 10, 2025, but it's ordinance amending Section 62-3 nepotism of the Winnebago County Code of Ordinances, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. McDonald. We have a second by Mr. Salgado. Any discussion, Mr. McDonald?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Any board member discussion on this ordinance? Ms. Fellers.
I just have a question for clarification. Would this ordinance also apply to appointments to boards which are compensated, or would it be for direct employment with the county only?
I believe it's question. Did you hear the question?
I believe it, Mr. Chairman, I believe it involves direct employment with
Yes.
the county.
That's the way I
It does
understand
not
it.
address the issue that you
Appointments.
raised.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Fellers. Any other discussion on this ordinance? Very good. Are there any board members opposed to the approval of this ordinance? Very good. Please cast a yes for all members present. Mr. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as we've heard tonight, the chairman's powers are a big thing. They've been in the media. Operations has taken it very seriously, so I know Mr. Arena's worked with Mr. Salgado, and we've got 7 names for an ad hoc committee to review, what are the demands, what do the powers mean, what changes specifically need to be made. So we've got John Butita, Ray Thompson, Paul Arena, Jim Webster, Christina Valdez, Angie Gorel, and Angela Fellers will be the 7 people on the ad hoc committee to take a look at what's going on and what these changes, what the implications are of them, easy for me to say, how it's going to change things. So I just wanted you all to know what was going on there. We're taking it seriously and we're moving forward. That concludes our report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Next, we have the Public Works Committee. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, board members, audience. We have, I think, 7 items this evening, Mr. Chairman. First item would be Resolution 25-023, which is award of bid for 2025 county general letting. I would so move.
Moved by Mr. Tassoni. Is there a second by Mr. Ray Thompson? Any discussion, Mr. Tassoni?
This just covers our annual housekeeping to allow for the expenditures for materials used to the county highway department.
Very good. Is there any board member discussion on this award? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Chairman. Our next item, 25-024, is a resolution authorizing the appropriation of motor fuel tax funds for the maintenance of county highways. I would so move.
Moved by Mr. Tassoni, second by Mr. Hoffman, Mr. Michael Thompson. Any discussion, Mr. Tassoni?
Once again, this is annual housekeeping just to allow for the motor fuel tax expenditures.
Very good. Board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Chairman. Next item, 25-025 is a resolution authorizing the award of bid for the 2025 Township Seal Coat Program. I would so move.
Moved by Mr. Tassoni, and we have a second by Mr. Michael Thompson. Is there any discussion, Mr. Tassoni?
No budget impact to the county. This is just items that we maintain for the townships.
Very good. Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Chairman. Next item, 25-026, is a resolution authorizing the award for bid of concrete, pavement, joint sealing, and repair. I would so move.
Moved by Mr. Tassoni, and we have a second by Mr. Ray Thompson. Any discussion, Mr. Tassoni?
This will be out on Perryville Road, neighborhood of East State and Guilford, and then over on Riverside Boulevard and around Pebble Creek area to I-90.
Very good. Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll read these next two items in both and then move simultaneously if I could. Item 25-027, which we've previously heard from Mr. Walsh here. A resolution proclaiming the 500 block of East South Street in the village of Durand, Illinois, County Highway 62, as the Charles H. Long Gold Star Memorial Block. In addition, Resolution 25-028 is a resolution proclaiming the 200 block of East South Street in the village of Durand, Illinois, County Highway 62, as the Robert S. McMahon Gold Star Memorial Block. And I would move those two items and speak to them as well.
Moved by Mr. Tassoni, second by Mr. McDonald. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Chairman, and congratulations and thank you, Mr. Walsh, for bringing this to the Public Works. I think I speak on behalf of the committee and the board. We're honored to support our fallen servicemen that have protected our freedoms, and it's an honor to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any board member discussion on number 6 or 7? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to either number 6 resolution or number 7 resolution? Hearing none, please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you, Chairman. Our final item this evening is Resolution 25-029. It's a resolution authorizing an agreement with the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency to provide financial assistance through Section 319 of the Federal Clean Water Act for stream bank stabilization of Madigan Creek. And I would so move.
Moved by Mr. Tassoni, and there is a second by Mr. McCarthy. Is there any discussion, Mr. Tassoni?
This is out in the neighborhood of Newburgh and Perryville. Flooding and washouts and a lot of things that happened has probably been going on since I've been alive. And this is the county highway secured $1.2 million in federal grants, I believe it is, and county's portion is $400,000.
Very good. Any board member discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, are there any board members opposed to this resolution? Very good. Please cast yes for all members present. Mr. Tassoni.
Thank you. That concludes our report, Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Tassoni. Up next is Public Safety and Judiciary Committee with Mr. Lindmark.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. No report this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Lindmark. Next is Legislative and Lobbying Committee, Mr. Salgado.
Chairman, we have no report.
Thank you, Mr. Salgado. We've already done unfinished business. Is there any other unfinished business? Board? Mr. Webster.
Yeah, thank you. I neglected to mention there when I read in the special use permit SU 0225, that for the record, that comes with conditions.
Very good. Put that on the record, that the SU 0225 comes with conditions. Perfect. Yes.
One more thing.
Sure.
Okay, I had to get my hand up because I want to thank, once again, I want to thank Mr. Walsh for doing what he's doing there. I hope that inspires other communities to do the same thing or similar because veterans, they need the recognition.
Thank you, and I want to thank you, Mr. Webster, and all the work you did on that. You deserve a lot of credit for that. Okay. New business. Any new business in front of the board this evening? Mr. Butita. Very good. Do you suspend the rules? There's no discussion once the suspension of rules. then we shouldn't suspend. You can speak prior to asking for a suspension. Sure, okay.
So prior to moving for the suspension rules, I know Mr. Sweeney classified this as a retaliatory move, but I look at it more as a wake-up call and to look at our future revenue sources and future county needs. So, and if this was to pass, I would be very open. I just want to have a discussion about our future resources. So I'm open to all suggestions, amendments, recommendations. I'm not trying to ramrod any specific wording or anything. I just want to get it in front of a committee so that it can be presented to the board in some fashion. So I will then move forward the suspension of rules.
Okay, so we have a motion to suspend the rules by Mr. Butita. We have a second. Mr. Arena seconds that motion. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On the suspension?
Yes.
Mr. Tassoni? No. Mr. Michael Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray Thompson? Yes. Ms. Valdez? No. Mr. Webster? Yes. Mr. Arena?
Yes.
Mr. Booker?
Yes.
Mr. Butita?
Yes.
Ms. Fellers?
No.
Mrs. Gorel? Ms. Hansard? No. Mr. Hoffman? No. Mr. Lindmark? Yes. Mr. McCarthy? No. Mr. McDonald? Yes. Mr. Neighbors? No. Mr. Penny?
No.
Mr. Stelgato? No. Mr. Scroll? Is still not here. Mr. Sweeney? Mr. Chairman, 8 yes, 11 no, and 1 absent.
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
8 yes, 11 no, 1 absent.
The motion fails. Okay, moving on. Any other new business? Yes, Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I also want to speak to the situation of the chairman's authorities, and no secret, I was at that press conference. I personally has believed in principle with many other folks about what the results of countywide elections should mean in Winnebago County, and in District 20 in particular that I represent. It's 3 different municipalities, Rockford, McChesney Park, and Loves Park, and I have had conversations with all 3 of those municipal leaders. I think it's very relevant that so many municipal leaders have a strong belief in what they would view as a countywide elected official acting as a true peer with them in the operations of county government, be accountable to their boards just as all municipal leaders are accountable to their boards elected locally as well. So to that end, I am going to read in an ordinance to refer to Operations Committee. This was talked about amongst a group of bipartisan board members. This is not a Republican thing or a Democrat thing in any way, but and I would like to thank members of both parties that definitely worked on this and looked at this and had good conversations about it. There's 13 board members that have agreed to sponsor this legislation along with Mr. Chiarella, yourself, makes 14 individuals sponsoring this. Aaron Booker, John Sweeney, John Penny, Michael Thompson, Kevin McCarthy, Christina Valdez, Angela Fellers, Dave Tassoni, Jaime Salgado, Joe Hoffman, Chris Skoll, Mr. Chiarella, yourself, Valerie Hansard, and Tim Neighbors. And if your name is not on here and you'd like to be listed on here before it's submitted, please feel free to raise your hand or inform somehow before we all leave this room. But that was simply because of a timing thing of not being able to talk to everybody. But I do refer to operations, the ordinance amending Chapter 2 of the Winnebago County Code to restore administrative authority to the county board chairman to be referred to the Operations and Administrative Committee meeting for its next meeting.
Okay, very good. Thank you. That item will be referred. Any other new business? Mr. Salgado.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, two things I want to bring up and clarify. The first one is, obviously, everybody knows that I'll be going into the city council for the city of Rockford. Just want to give you what's going on in the process, where I'm at, because some of you have asked me, when is my last day, when am I resigning, and so forth. So the plan is continue to be, as originally, is to resign. Right now, I talked to the Chairman Shirali, reaching out to the Central Committee. Actually, tomorrow I have a meeting with Charlie Lasconis to discuss the board appointment for that position. Currently, right now, as everybody's aware, the process has been the Democratic caucus from Winnebago County will make the recommendations to the chairman in conjunction with the Central Committee recommendation as well. So that's our process right now. We started our process right after the April 1st election, when it was officially, the results came in. We had 4 individuals that submitted resumes. We put it out there. We asked some of the county board members, Democrats, that wanted those names. So there's 4 people that submitted their names. Mr. Barrios, as everybody knows, has understanding. That's one of the names. The other one was Terry Schreier, that lives in Ward, the district as well. She decided to pull her name as of Friday, when was the deadline for the resumes to be in there. We have another individual. His name is Jose Torres. He submitted his resume, and there's another gentleman, Freddie de la Trinidad, that submitted his resume. Our next step is to have those interviews at our next caucus meeting, which would be the May 5th timeframe, but May 7th is when we're tentatively scheduling those back-to-back half-an hours. We will have the discussions, interview, ask our questions from that perspective, and then obviously the caucus will talk amongst themselves and decide who they want to recommend for that. I'd like to stay until the process of that end, because there's two other items. Obviously, we're in the middle of trying to elect our caucus leader, which I'm currently the caucus leader, so we're having discussions on that, on leadership. We're also looking at committee assignments. Since I'll be leaving, that's another piece that we're looking at. So hopefully by the middle of May is when I'm looking to essentially officially step down and move aside. Hoping that's the process that we're going to follow. But I just wanted to keep everybody a breath. What's going on? I'm not staying on. As some people say, I just can't with time and everything on that perspective. So just wanted to give everybody an overview of what's going on. I've talked to Mr. Rena about this. I talked to the chairman a little bit about this as well. So just wanted to keep everybody, so everybody knows what's going on with that.
Well, I appreciate that. Did you get a legal opinion if you, after you're sworn in as alderman, you can stay as a county board member?
My understanding is yes, that I can continue to be part of it. I don't need to
Be
resign.
part of it or act as both?
Both.
Okay. We'll have to get,
Yep. We can ask Ms. Vaughn again, but that's what.
yeah. Just want to make sure it's legal for both sides.
Yep.
All right.
So that's the first one. The second piece that I want to talk to is Mr. Butita's suspension of rules. I've talked to a couple of the folks, and, I understand that just like Mr. Sweeney proposed the resolution, I think, that should have been brought forward to the operations as well as a decision to be made. And obviously, if that committee decided to vote it down, that's their discretion. But ultimately, I think that's kind of the way it should have gone from that perspective, right? And instead of, trying to, put your own resolution in another committee to get it passed, right? Because it circumvents the chairmanship. So just wanted to address that. I brought that up last time when we passed the BMO and the frustration with the host fees and, getting clarification with that. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, in the future, we could just respect that piece of it. You know, the chairman, as the finance chair, I never objected to a resolution. We debated about it. If it passed, great. If it didn't, then, you know, it did what it was supposed to be do. So just would like to see that going forward if, you know, anybody can oblige as a chairmanship, you know, to think about it, take the resolution. I know some of us have done that in the past, even though it has not gone where we wanted it to go. So just wanted to throw that out there and speak on behalf of that as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Salgado. Well, I guess I'm not going to read this long letter I wrote you. This is your last meeting tonight. Clerk, can you file this for me? Unless you guys want me to read it. I got my tissue out and everything for this. All right, any new business, any other new business? Mr. Penny.
I do want to comment as well along the lines of what Mr. Salgado was saying. I know that I'm committed to having a conversation in our Economic Development Committee about, you know, what the host fee situation or how that is handled in the future. I think that the committee members are willing to have a conversation moving forward, and so it's not something that I see that is going to be hard to talk about. Second thing, I want to take a little bit of a opportunity to speak on Gary Jury, who also was a good friend of mine, go back, way back, and I just want to share one story. When Sheriff Fest first started, everybody knows I've been the head of the Painters Union for a long time, and we were heavily partnered with Sheriff Fest. And I remember West Middle School, also my alma mater, we had the opportunity to do a ton of painting. And when I say a ton, I'm talking close to 80 to 100 painters showing up to give their free, donate their time to paint the halls and the lockers. And Gary Jury showed up, and we just happened to work an entire weekend. And after that, I made him an honorary member of the Painters Union. But it's just one of those memories. You know, I think he reached across both party lines and really would give an ear to anybody and give help to anybody. So definitely sorry to hear the news.
Yeah, very good, Mr. Penny. I believe, Mr. Arena, you replaced Mr. Jury, correct?
I did, and he was a fantastic example of a public servant, and I think the thing I took from Gary Jury more than anything else is the pride he took in the work he was doing and how important it was to him that he was serving his constituents. So anything, even as he was supervisor of Harlem Township, we would talk, and he'd always be showing me what they were doing and really wanting people to know that he cared. And I think I took a lot of what I learned from him to heart. And great public servant, and he'll definitely be missed.
Definitely gone too soon. Mr. Sweeney.
I also wanted to talk about Gary. I think he's definitely worthy of this prolonged tribute and comments from members, and that just a couple things. One, I'll never hear anybody ever call the question without thinking about Gary Jury. That's for sure, right, Mr. Dornbush, for sure. And a lot of people knew Gary, the politician, you know, in government, and he was definitely larger than life. He could be a big teddy bear for sure, or if he wanted to be, as I like to say, he could be a bull that carried around his own china shop. The way he operated sometimes, he was definitely a force. But over the years, I know to me, he definitely became like a grandfather type figure. I love that man, for sure. And I know he felt the same way. So the story I'll share real quick is to illustrate how close I know he felt is that at my wedding, my wife gave specific instructions to the DJ. No one is to speak except for who was on this list. And in the middle of the wedding, Gary grabbed the microphone, and I'll never forget her grabbing my hand, like knowing I had no idea what was coming. And he did say some nice things, but that was just Gary. He was just a character. And I love you, Gary. You're a great guy. We'll miss you. So
Wonderful, fond memories, for sure. Anyone else? Okay, so announcements and communications. Clerk Gamo.
Thank you, Chairman. The items listed below were received as correspondence and are in file with the clerk's office.
Very good. Mr. McCarthy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a lot of exciting things happen in and around the city of Rockford and throughout Winnebago County, and tomorrow is one of them. It's the Rockford Area Music Industry Awards, the RAMI Awards, and they're going to be taking place tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock, over at the Hard Rock Casino. And me being a member of that organization, among many others, with the Rammy Awards, we are out there raising money, and this is what we do every year for music scholarships that stay right here within the county. So tomorrow's going to be the awards ceremony, such as like the best male vocalist, the best female vocalist, the best country band, the best rock band, maybe the best Hawaiian punk band. So that might be your category, Mr. Lindmark. I don't know. No, this is a joke. So anyhow, so it's a great time. Come on out, see what the Rammies are all about, and you're welcome. 7 o'clock again over at the Hard Rock Casino. So I hope to see some other county board members attending. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Anything further? Just want to acknowledge a former county board member and former alderman and former county employee is in the back, Mr. Jim Hughes. Thanks for coming. Okay, Mr. Webster. Motion by Mr. Webster, second by Mr. Michael Thompson. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you.